Mulan has made her way into gold keys. In this video, we're going to rip open 1,406 gold keys and talk about some of the ways that you can start to use Mulan on the battlefield as fast as possible. Hello my friends and welcome back. I'm Chisgule Gaming. Today, oh my gosh, we're ripping open a bunch of keys hunting for this sweet Mulan. If you like Rise of Kingdoms guides that help you get value and smash your enemies, consider smashing that subscribe button for daily Rise of Kingdoms videos. We're a sponsored content creator, and we're looking to unlock a ton of Mulan sculptures. There's just one problem. You have to get her from gold keys, and there are 9 other commanders in here that you might get instead. That's right, there are now 10 legendary commanders in gold keys. So we're going to open up 407 gold keys on my main. We're going to open up 999 gold keys on my farm. Yeah, we've accumulated a lot of those for a video just like this. Now, if you're opening up gold keys to work on Mulan and you're wondering how many gold keys is it going to take to get a 5-1-1-1 Mulan or a 5-5-1-1 Mulan, that is referring to maxing either just the first skill and then unlocking all the other skills, or maxing the first 2 skills and then unlocking the last 2 skills. How many gold keys do you need to open? So I did a little bit of math here, and I won't bore you with the details, but the big picture is you're going to need 50 sculptures to max the first skill, and you're going to require about 730 gold keys on average just to max the first skill from gold keys alone. If you open 2,050 gold keys, I could tell you I'd be pretty confident that you have a good shot at getting the 140 sculptures you need to max the first and second skill on Mulan. That's a lot of sculptures, and most people don't have that many keys. So we're going to address this question toward the end of the video of whether or not you should use your universal legendary commander sculptures on Mulan to get her into a fighting state. But first, we need to actually open up some of these gold keys and see what we get. The good stuff, am I right? So we're going to rip these open, starting with 407 keys. Now, I would expect for 407 keys that I would get 278 legendary commander sculptures on average. You would get about 28 sculptures of any one commander on average. Of course, we know it doesn't work exactly like that, but I have a link in the description if you want to check out my ROK toolkit, where we provide things like calculators to determine exactly how many legendary commander sculptures you would expect to get from your gold keys. That's enough chatter. Let's actually rip these open. 407 keys. Here we go. Congratulations, it says. Now we gotta wait for it to load. Boom. We definitely got at least one full unlock of Mulan. Bunch of stars. Look at that. 79 stars. Wow. 7 dazzling. 7 bundles. 2 blessed. That's really solid as well. All right, let's see what we got here. So many commanders that I don't even need anymore. Technically, I sort of need Ashita, but I sort of don't. We'll count him as a commander that we sort of need. Cruising on up here, a bunch of commanders that we have expertise. Okay, let's see how we did. We got about 233 legendary commander sculptures, if I did the math correctly on that, which is below average. This is less than the number we would have expected for opening 407 gold keys. We were expecting to get about 28 sculptures on average of any one commander. In this case, we got about 20 sculptures total of Mulan. It's going to be a lot more gold keys in order to get her to a 5-5-1-1. Should we do that or not? Let's go to the next opening here, which is on my farm, where we have 999 keys. And yeah, there's a lot more of these sculptures that are going to be useful on my farm account for sure. In fact, real quick, I think now my Ashita is 1 skill away from being expertise, and at any time I can use those universal gathering commander boxes to actually expertise this commander. But let's actually make our way to my farm now and rip open all these keys and see the good stuff that we get. I actually need every single one of the commanders on my farm. 999 keys. I would expect 682 legendary commander sculptures, which is kind of insane. Here's the 999 keys. For any one commander, I would expect to get about 68 sculptures. So let's rip these open. Oh my gosh. Let's rip these open and see how we do. 999 gold keys. Yes, here we go. Now we wait with bated breath for the good stuff. Hopefully some good stuff. We got at least one Mulan, but it looked a little light up there for 999 gold keys. Let's see. We got 197 gold stars, 20 bundles of dazzling starlight sculptures, 17 blessed. That's amazing. That's going to bump me up to being able to actually upgrade another commander to 5 stars here. Ooh, wow. Okay, 40 Mulan right off the bat down here. That's pretty solid. That's pretty solid. 53 Mehmed, 66 Ishida, 55 Sundok, 60 Cleos, 36 El Cid, 46 Charles Martel. This is pretty legit. 37 Double C, 47 Freddy, 37 Caesar. Now, wow. Okay, full unlocks. Only one Mulan. Bummer. 2 Mehmeds, 4 Ishidas, 3 Sundoks, 5 Cleopatras, 7 Charles Martels. That is awesome. He is my garrison commander. Yeah, that is fantastic. 1 Double C, 3 Freddys, and 3 Caesars. Let me go calculate exactly how many legendary commander sculptures this was. Well, in this case, we actually did really well. I indicated we were expecting 682 sculptures. We actually pulled down 767 for 999 keys. This is really quite good. If we go look now at starring, leveling up some commanders. Oh, Writer of History. Gosh, am I going to buy this on my farm? I don't know. I got to think about that. Probably the Mulan triggered that bundle. Let's go do some upgrades here. Charles Martel. Oh my gosh. So many skill upgrades. This is my garrison, people. This is my city defense right over here. Boom. Increase my counterattack damage. Boom. Increase all of my attack. Fantastic. Yeah. And we're only 9 sculptures away from another skill up. That's really great. My Double C, he gets a skill. He just barely pulls it off, but he does. Extra damage to barbarians. I mean, look, I rally barb forts with this account. So yeah, that seems worth. Cleopatra, she gets at least 2 skill ups. Oh my gosh. Increased troop load and increased troop load again. Cruising through. Sundok, skill ups over here. Woo! When gathering from resource points, increase my siege defense. Sure. Chance to deal additional damage. Sounds fine. We do our Ishida now. We get, oh my gosh, at least 2 skill ups over here. Troops led by this commander gain 20% more load, and now 30% more load. That means I bring less siege units, which is a good thing if people are running around killing your gatherers. We can... Ooh, can we max this skill? Theoretically, we could take our Freddy now to a 5-5-1-1, which I don't think I want to do at this point. Like, I don't know that I'm actually using him in that way. I wouldn't use him in Canyon. I'm far more excited about some of these commanders. El Cid. This is a good commander at a 5-5-1-1. If I were fighting in the field, I'm not with him at the moment. I use AoE commanders in Canyon. And speaking of which, Mehmed, he gets a skill upgrade over here. In fact, he gets 2 upgrades. Now, this is a commander I am using as a 5-5-1-1 commander. I'll go in later and unlock his 4th skill because that seems pretty worth. And here's the thing we're here for. Mulan. We are going to, looks like, have enough to max her first skill here. So we get it to level 2. We get it to level 3. We get it to level 4. And we get it to level 5. So we personally had to use 999 gold keys to max just the first skill on this commander. And, you know, I made an assumption earlier that all of these commanders drop at an equal rate, and I don't know that that is necessarily true. So if we talk for a moment about how to handle your Mulan, should you go in and use your universal legendary commander sculptures on this commander? This is an interesting question. I would make the argument that she is very good. And if you're going to use her right away in a war, if you're going to use her right away in Ark of Osiris, then taking her to 5/5/1/1, if you have the legendary commander sculptures waiting around and you're not trying to be a rally lead or garrison captain for a certain combo that would really require a lot of sculptures and you're saving them up in advance, then this is a totally fine choice. And for a free-to-play player, I think this will profoundly elevate your Canyon fighting capability, which will give you meaningful rewards and KVK if you're hunting some of the legendary patterns from Lost Canyon. And one other way to think about this is that, you know, while I don't generally like to put universal legendary commander sculptures onto gold key commanders, like a commander like Mulan, if you wanted to jump her to a point where she's usable, 140 sculptures is pretty low in the grand scheme of things to get commanders to a usable state. I can't say from personal experience using her, however, exactly how she will perform. I feel like this is a commander that having in your lineup will perform really well, but we'll make some of these investments ourselves, and over time we'll be able to tell you exactly how this performs. And if that's something you want to see, consider subscribing to the channel for those daily Rise of Kingdoms videos where we also bust myths. I don't know if you saw my live stream earlier today, but if you're looking for something else that you want to go and watch, you've heard all these people talk about like, oh, should you go and craft, you know, gray quality items in order to get a special talent on the thing you really want to make? I even made a video about that. You can check the card up in the top if you want to see our video about whether or not we think you really can go about using that technique of crafting gray things and then switching to the thing you really want to increase your chances. But I don't really think it works that way. And if you want to see us prove that, we did a live stream earlier today. I'll have a card up in the top for that, where we crafted a bunch of rare stuff and we were 3 for 4 on crafts, in part because we put on my tinfoil hat. So if you want a superstition that doesn't cost you anything, use a tinfoil hat, put that on your head instead of spending all your gold crafting gray stuff. Am I right? I don't know. Maybe it actually works that way. Maybe I just got really lucky and that proves nothing. Sigh. Anyways, consider subscribing to the channel, throw a like on the video, and until next time, you have fun smashing the kingdom.